today?
I'm alright, how are you?
Doing alright. So, do you have any plans for the weekend?
No, not really. Well, I am meeting up with some friends. I haven't seen them in a while, so.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad to see you're meeting up with them. What are your plans?
We're just gonna go to Applebee's and hang out, maybe grab a bite to eat, watch the game, so.
Well, good. I'm really glad to see you're going out and doing things. So it's been a couple weeks since we last met, and I just wanted to know how you've been since the last time we spoke.
Nothing has really changed much. I'm trying to go out and do things, but it's just getting darker and colder out a lot sooner now. I just can't do anything, so I don't know, I just don't feel well. I don't know.
Right. So it sounds like the weather is really affecting your motivation to just go out and do everyday things. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, it's like everything, there's only so much you can do inside. And, I love being outdoors and then trapped. I can't go outside and, play ball and go on a bike ride or just do whatever I can. I'm stuck inside. So.
Yep, I can definitely see how that would be hard. So, obviously it is getting colder, there's less sunlight, and how have you been handling the change in weather?
Just trying to get up still and do stuff. But when I have to get up for work, it's like pitch black outside. I don't like that. And, I don't know, I just don't like doing things like this.
Right, yeah, I can definitely see how that would be hard. So, can you tell me what a typical day looks like for you, now that it's starting to get colder outside?
Well, like I said, I have to get up early for work, so it's like super dark outside. I feel like it's still 10 o'clock at night when I wake up at 5 o'clock and it's just dark outside and I still see the stars and the moon and there's frost on the ground. That sucks. You can't even go for a morning run.
Right.
So, and then I have to go to work. By the time I get to work, it's still dark outside and cold. The sun comes up later when I'm actually doing my work, and when I'm at work, I can't go outside and at least try and enjoy the day. I don't know, I don't know.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. So, in a perfect world, what would your ideal day look like in the winter time?
Well, if it was ideal, I wouldn't be in this type of climate. I'd be back home down south and, enjoying the sun, although it's still darker out, but, it's warmer. You can go out and do stuff in the morning. When I get home from work, it's still warm enough where you can do something. You're not just trapped indoors 24/7. So, but just ideally, it's just being able to do stuff outdoors and, just have a more positive look on things.
Right. So it really sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, that do you somewhat regret moving back to Minnesota since you really miss the southern weather and the sun? You're able to spend every day outside?
Well, kind of, yeah. I don't know. I enjoy, all my family and everything's back, down south, so I'm here by myself, and I just don't feel good up here, but I had to move up here with work because it's a good job, and it's hard to get a good job these days, so.
Right. Well, how have you been been coping with these feelings that you've been having lately? Have you been looking into any support groups or reading any books?
I started drinking more.
Okay, and say more about that.
I just by drinking, I feel like my days are shorter. Like I don't have to deal with all this stuff.
And has this been something that has occurred in the past, or has it recently increased?
Well, before, during the summer times, I'm outside at the ballparks and stuff, hanging out with my friends. We have a couple drinks here and there. But, it's cold like this now. I just drink so I don't have to stay awake as long.
Right. And what is your drink of choice?
I like rum.
Rum. Okay. And how much do you have of it when you, on an average day, how much do you drink?
A third, half a bottle.
And how often would you say you drink?
As soon as I get home from work.
And is this every day, 5 days a week, or is it included on the weekends?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wonder if the alcohol is adding to your depression, because after that euphoria or that happiness is gone, once it has worn off, you may feel the need to drink more since you don't really want to face reality.
I don't know, maybe. But it just makes me feel better because I don't have to deal with things.
Right. Would you say that you generally pass out after drinking?
I would think so, because I just wake up and then go about the next day. I don't remember much from the night.
Okay. And have you, I know last time you said that you talked to your sister a lot, you guys are pretty close. Have you been speaking with her on a daily basis or weekly basis?
No, she's been busy. She's got a new job and stuff now, so she doesn't have much time to talk to me. So, it's just me.
Okay. So last time you had mentioned that you just want to get up and enjoy the day, really look forward to going to work and interacting with people. And what have you been doing to accomplish this?
I get up. I don't know. I try to go out and try new things, but nothing sparks my interest or keeps me wanting to go back for more or try it again.
And is it just the indoor activities where you have no interest?
Well, even the outdoor ones, because it's so cold outside, and I got this metal in my body, and it's too hard to be outside because it hurts really bad, and then I have to go home and take painkillers. And
so it sounds like you try getting up and have a positive outlook, or try to make the best of every day, whether it's doing inside or outside activities, but it still really doesn't fulfill that happiness that's missing right now.
yeah.
And you had mentioned that now you've been starting to drink more to help cope with these feelings, and do you think it's been working?
Well, like I said, I don't have to stay awake, have to be around the cold and just, I don't know, it just makes me feel better.
Right. And feel better how?
Because it makes my day shorter.
And do you usually drink alone?
Yeah, because nobody wants to hang out with me.
Alright, do you think, it seems to me that this isn't working, the drinking, and do you think that you should make a new plan to help decrease your depressive symptoms?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what else I can really change. You know, I kind of have like a set schedule. I gotta go to work and I have to be there the next day, but even like I feel like this whole depressing feeling I have has affected my work, so like I'm just not as productive, and sometimes I'm just really crabby at work. I don't want to interact with anybody. I just want the day to be done so I can go home.
So it sounds like the worse that the weather is, the less interest you have with interacting with people. And it also seems to be affecting your productivity at work as well.
And yeah, well, it's super cold at work, and then it's like when you look outside and it's just dreary looking.
Right. And so just going back to your sister, I know you said she has a new job and you haven't had time to talk to her. And I also recall from last time that we met that you and your mother have a close relationship. And I just wanted to go back and see if you've been speaking with her at all about your issues.
Yeah, I talk to her now and then. You know, she's been a little busy too, but you know, I don't know, it's just not. I just don't feel like I have anything positive to tell her or anything, so I don't call as much, or I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely see, where that would be hard, that you want to call your mom with good news and not just, call to upset her.
Yeah.
And for the previous winters that you've been here and you suffered from the same symptoms, would you say this winter or this upcoming winter is worse? Or would you say that you've had the same symptoms as previous winters?
No, this one's worse because it's October and it's already, it's super cold, it's raining and snowing, and like what the heck is that about? It's not supposed to snow until like November, December. That's what I was told. And then just like look outside, it sucks.
Yeah, I can see that it is hard, especially being so early in the year and it's already pretty cold and we're getting snow. So I definitely understand why you're having a difficult time this fall versus the last ones. So I know this is gonna sound kind of funny, but I'd like to assign you some sort of homework for next time that we meet. So going back to our last session, I had mentioned a sad lamp, and I just wanted to follow up and see if you did any research on that.
Yeah, I looked at it. It's just a light box, but I don't know how that's supposed to make me feel better.
Right. So would you say that you'd be open to trying one?
Yeah, I can.
And and if, for example, you don't want to try the sad lamp, because again, there's no pressure, it's up to you. I also suggest finding a seasonal affective disorder support group, because I know those can be pretty helpful. You guys, or the members, tend to share advice and help other individuals who are suffering from the same symptoms. So I'm not sure if you'd be open for that.
But why would I want to spend time with people that are depressed too, like me?
Well, it really helps knowing that other people are going through a similar situation, and I believe that if you are able to relate with the other members and you have something in common, you can discuss your interests and kind of build each other's self-esteem and motivate each other to go out and accomplish things throughout the day.
Can you help me find one?
Yep, I can definitely suggest some for you.
Okay, thank you.
So we only have a few minutes left, but I just wanted to kind of summarize everything that we've gone through today. So, it really seems that your attitude is correlated with the decrease in light and the lower temperature, and so it sounds like that's really affecting your productivity at work and your interest to communicate with other people. And because of this cold weather, you've increased your alcohol because you believe that that will help make the days shorter and help decrease your symptoms. So I think just from everything that we've talked about, we just take basic steps, and I feel that again mentioning, if you don't want to try the sail lamp, that's fine, but I think the support group would be very beneficial for you.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to discuss before we end our session?
No.
Okay. Well, Randy, I'm glad we were able to meet today, and I look forward to meeting with you next session.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy your weekend, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.